Have you ever hit that mental wall? You know the one I'm talking about. That insurmountable barrier that threatens to end your progress, hold you back, and make you question if you even have what it takes. We've all been there. But what if I told you there's a man who doesn't just break through that wall? He obliterates it. Meet David Goggins. The only man in history to complete elite training as a Navy SEAL, Army Ranger, and Air Force Tactical Air Controller. How did he do it? Well, that's what we're diving into today. Now, imagine running 101 miles non-stop in 19 hours, on just a whim. Goggins did that. Or picture completing 4,030 pull-ups in 17 hours, because you simply believe you can. Yep, Goggins again. It seems almost superhuman, doesn't it? But these aren't just random stunts. There's a powerful mindset behind them. I recently read that the human brain is naturally wired to take the path of least resistance. It makes sense. It's an evolutionary mechanism designed to save energy. But Goggins? He's rewired his brain. He believes that when your mind tells you you're done, you're only 40% done. Shocking, isn't it? Back in 2005, when most of us were probably trying to figure out the mysteries of MySpace, Goggins decided to raise money for the families of fallen soldiers. But he didn't host a bake sale or a car wash. He ran an ultra-marathon with no prior training. I'm talking about running a distance of 100 miles ... in one go. Many called it impossible. Yet, in under 20 hours, the man proved them wrong. If you're thinking, well, he's probably a naturally gifted athlete, let me stop you right there. Goggins once weighed 297 pounds and had no athletic background. But when he sets a goal, he becomes unstoppable. How? Stick with me because you're about to unlock Goggins' game-changing motivations and maybe even activate your own beast mode. Goggins often speaks about the accountability mirror, a place where he stood every morning, looking at himself and evaluating the promises he made to himself. The ones he kept, the ones he broke. It was in front of this mirror that Goggins transformed himself. He used it to face the raw truth, acknowledge his shortcomings, and chart a path forward. Now let's talk numbers because Goggins loves them. He often says, what gets measured gets improved. He started with just a single mile of running, progressed to 2, then 3, continuously pushing his boundaries. The same goes for his famous pull-up records. He didn't start with 1,000, he started with 1. Ever heard of the 40% rule? This is a cornerstone of Goggins' philosophy. He argues that when you think you're spent, exhausted, and absolutely drained, you've actually tapped into only 40% of your potential. That means there's 60% left in the tank. Think about that. If you push just a fraction beyond your limit every day, where could you be in a month, a year? Beyond all the records, ultra-marathons, and mind-boggling feats, the essence of David Goggins lies in a simple truth. We limit ourselves. We create barriers in our mind that restrict our potential. But if we challenge those self-imposed limitations, if we push beyond that 40% mark even just once, we start to see the boundless potential within us. By now, you're probably wondering how to tap into your own Goggins mentality. It starts by facing your fears, acknowledging your shortcomings, and refusing to let them define you. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Every day is a chance to push that 40% boundary just a little bit further. Hey, before we wrap this up, if you found this dive into Goggins' world as electrifying as I did, hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. A deep dive into the specific techniques Goggins uses to push beyond his limits. Trust me, you'll want to activate your beast mode too. Stay tuned, and let's conquer our limits together.